What's going on, guys? Welcome to GregglesTV Daily, your source for daily tech news. Make sure you are subscribed so you know what's going on in tech, because if you don't know what's going on with tech, then you don't know what's going on in tech. So let's get to it. The first story of the day is from Apple. Now, Apple is releasing their MacBook Pro line, and it's got a little bit of a different look to it for the first time in years, and it's got the little bar at the top of it that will allow you to swipe and add emojis or access applications in different ways, and it's kind of cool in a way. But today's story is not about that. Today's story is about the lack of an SD card slot on a MacBook Pro. Now, Phil Schiller, who is an Apple exec, was asked a question on why Apple decided to drop the SD card slot. Here is his answer. No, don't laugh. Because of a couple of things. One, it's a bit of a cumbersome slot. You've got the thing sticking halfway out. Then there are very fine and fast USB card readers, and then you can use compact flash as well as SD. So we could never fully resolve this. We picked SD because more consumer cameras have SD, but you only pick one. So that was a bit of a trade-off. And then more and more cameras are starting to build wireless transfer into their cameras. That's proving very useful, so we think that's a path forward where you can use a physical adapter if you want, or do wireless transfer. Now, the more Apple tries to push the envelope on technology by removing ports and wires, the more aggravation it causes with consumers. Now, most consumers like myself, if I had to use wireless transfer to transfer my videos and my photos to my computer that way, I'd probably be doing it all day or for a lot longer than I usually do. For me to record, for instance, a 1080p video that's maybe 5 minutes long, 1080p 60 frames a second, it's about 2 gigabytes for me the way I record it now. Now, if I had to wirelessly transfer that would be a pain in the ass. Or if I had to always find my adapter to do that as well, again, a pain in the ass. So the way Apple is doing, I like the way that they're pushing the technology. They're trying to make everything wireless, but at the same time, we're not at that point yet. So what ends up happening, like it does in the iPhone, is if you have a regular pair of old headphones or regular headphones that you bought at the store, in order to use it, you have to plug an adapter into the Lightning port and then plug your headphones into that. And now with the MacBook Pros, you have to do the same thing. It only comes with Thunderbolt ports, first off. So if you want to use USB, you have to use an adapter. And if you want to use a SD card slot, you have to use an adapter as well. So Apple is the king of adapters. So if you love adapters, go with Apple. Otherwise, I think it's a few years out before we're at the point where almost everything is wireless. Next up, Samsung, which purchased Viv Labs last month. Those are the same guys that created Siri in their previous company. Well, Viv Labs is also a digital assistant, and Samsung purchased it, and now it looks like they're going to use it in their new Galaxy S8. They're going to call it Bixby. And Bixby obviously has a lot of potential. If you like Siri, then Bixby might be a very similar, if not better, version of that. It looks like it's going to come with natural language-based interface and apps and services, and it's rumored, like I said, to be in the Galaxy S8. Now, it seems like this will probably be exclusive to Samsung phones, just like Siri is exclusive to Apple, and Google, which has their own one, which is exclusive to Android phones, but you can also use it a little bit on Apple phones or Apple devices. So I like the way that Samsung's doing this, even though it adds more confusion in terms of digital assistants when you buy a phone. At least it creates competition at the same time. So you'll have Siri, you'll have Google, you'll have Bixby, you even have Microsoft's Cortana, which also can be used on Android. So you have all these different digital assistants, and it's going to create great competition and hopefully fuel digital assistants and make them bigger and better than ever. But Samsung, again, is going to be calling theirs Bixby. We'll see how well it works once the Galaxy S8 arrives. And lastly, Samsung has put up for pre-order, kind of, on Best Buy their new Gear S3 Classic and Gear S3 Frontier watches, both going for $349, and they have some really cool specs. They both come with a 1.3-inch Super AMOLED display, 1 gigahertz Samsung Exynos processor, 768 megabytes of RAM, 4 gigabytes of storage, and IP68 water resistance. Now, I say the Samsung Gear S3 watches are up for pre-order right now, kind of because earlier in the day you could pre-order these watches on Best Buy's website, and I'll link both of these in the description down below. But when you go to the links now, it says coming soon. So it looks like maybe they prematurely put them up for pre-order. So if they're not being able to be pre-ordered right this second, I would continually check multiple times a day if this is the watch you guys want. Also keep in mind, the rumor is that these watches will launch on November 15th, which is a week or two away now at this point. So you'll be able to get this watch very, very soon for the holidays, before the holidays. So it's awesome news. And again, these watches do sell out fairly quick. They're sold out in the UK. So I would assume that they're not making a ton of these. So if you want it, you might as well get it. Guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed so you get all your daily tech news and videos from Greggles myself. And also the question of the day is, since it's Wednesday, what is your favorite day of the week? Mine would be, I'd say Friday. And I like, even though you work on Fridays, I do like Fridays. Just have a good feeling to them. I'm a Friday kind of guy. Guys, thanks for watching. I will see you down the road. Peace.